YouTube, I'm Sarah, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Innocent in Death by J.D. Robb, better known as Nora Roberts. J.D. Robb is the pen name that Nora started using when she first created the In Death series, which I now understand was actually originally supposed to just be a trilogy, and it turned into a 40-plus book series. Her latest book, which I think is like the 43rd, I've lost track, book, Echoes in Death, was just released on February 7th, which I am currently listening to and enjoying. But I wanted to talk to you about Innocent in Death, which is the 24th book of the series, because this is the book that got me hooked on the In Death series. Innocent in Death follows Eve Dallas, the lieutenant of the Homicide Division of the New York Public Safety Department, or NYPSD, and as she delves into the death of Craig Foster, whose body was discovered by a pair of 10-year-olds at the school where he teaches. To complicate matters, while she's delving into and trying to figure out who killed Craig Foster, Magdalena comes to town. Magdalena is an old skirt of Rourke, who is Eve's husband, and so her mind is kind of distracted. Magdalena is there to cause trouble for the marriage, but Rourke is blind to this and thinks that Eve is overreacting because he would never leave Eve for Magdalena, and Eve should know this, but that doesn't really, solve things or make Eve feel any better. Eve must tread carefully as Magdalena is scoring all the points, but it's distracting her from the investigation. I love the characters in this and all the In Death stories. Eve has an almost childlike view of the world, and even now in the 24th book of the series is still trying to figure out the marriage rules. What do I mean by the marriage rules? Calling when you're going to be late, like she is in the beginning of the story. She's supposed to meet Rourke and some of his friends at a restaurant and is running so late that she doesn't have time to go home and change into the fancy wear that she knows everyone's expecting her to be in, and shows up in jeans and, well, at least they're not covered in blood. It's actually her lack of knowledge of these marriage rules and how basically Rourke's world, or who she thinks the people in Rourke's world would expect her to act or dress. It's actually her lack of knowledge and inability to follow these marriage rules that weighs on her mind when thinking about the differences between her and Magdalena. As Magdalena, she imagines, would not be late constantly to events and would know what shoes to wear with what dress and have no problem putting makeup on, as Eve hates the stuff and constantly calls it face gunk. Thank goodness Eve has her friends to help her, like Peabody, who is Eve's partner. She's a free ager, which is something along the lines of what you'd probably picture for a hippie. Peabody very much just wants everyone to be happy, get along, and accept everybody for who they are. She knows Eve's groove, and the things that go on in their interrogation can make you smile at the wit and banter between the two. Then there's Mavis, who just recently had a baby. Mavis is basically a walking rainbow that is also a ball of energy. She's always wearing the most outrageous and colorful outfits and changes her hair to match or complement the outfit. These two help Eve figure out the marriage rules and give her support as she tries to figure out the home life and what to do with Magdalena. And let's not forget Eve's husband, Rourke. He's rich and powerful and Eve is constantly teasing him over what planet he's going to buy, as he pretty much owns at least half of New York. While he's rich and powerful now, he didn't start off that way. He had a really bad childhood, and actually his past is as a thief. He didn't get rich by chance, and he worked hard to make his way up the ladder from literally nothing. Although not all the rungs on the ladder were entirely legal, when he met Eve, he got rid of those, and now all the rungs on his ladder are legal. Rourke is often Eve's expert consultant civilian. His knowledge of finances, lock-breaking, and technology proves to be invaluable. And as the owner of several different companies, he can provide her and her team equipment and can get information quickly to help them in the investigations and stop the killer or killers before they kill again. It's the characters and the dialogue that makes the In Death such a great series. I recommend you check out Innocent in Death, or you can start at the beginning with Naked in Death and all of the other In Death stories. The In Death series is an auto-buy series for me. Anytime a new book comes out, I am sure to have already pre-ordered it. And I highly recommend this series for you. So go to your local bookstore, library, or get online and check out some of these excellent stories. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video. TTFN!